Alright, I want to follow up on a couple of my recent videos. One of the videos recently I did was referring to corporate buzzwords that annoy me, that really only management uses these words, and they really kind of do separate the us from them. Maybe that's what it is about those corporate buzzwords that bothers me. The thing I wanted to follow up on is it was brought to my attention that it kind of sounds like I don't like my boss. And then in another video, I mentioned something like I can't be friends with my boss. Well, the lines are drawn in corporate policy is that we can't be friends, but the fact is I really like my boss and wish we could be friends. And I think he likes me and maybe wishes we could be friends, but we really kind of have to keep those lines drawn. So I do like him. In fact, he's been a lodestar to me since I started working here just about 5 years ago. And I do respect him and really do like him. Now, with that, I need to pull over here because I need to share some of the metaphors that he uses in conversation around the office with us. And you know, he does use some of those corporate buzzwords once in a while, but it's fairly rare. And it's easy to forgive him for using those corporate buzzwords because of his metaphors that he uses all the time. Anyway, it's great. So I'm going to share some of these metaphors. Just a second, I need to pull over. On taking advantage of opportunities, or maybe blacksmithing, he says, I'm a fan of striking while the iron's hot. On taking advantage of all available resources, he says, make sure you don't leave any food on the table. On things one doesn't often see, I didn't write that very well. On things one doesn't often see, he says, these are real blue mooners. Now this one I'm not exactly sure what it means. Somebody might need to translate this for me. I'm not sure what category to put it on. But the metaphor is, that's an excellent chance for us to kiss an ugly pig on the snout. On doing your best, he says, it's better to shoot for the moon and hit the stump than to aim for the stump and hit your foot. And I apologize, there's many more. Those are just the ones that I could come up with off the top of my head. But metaphors are a way to put color in our language and visually explain things in a way that bypasses confusing analytical descriptions and confusing just numbers and things like that that metaphors can replace. Metaphors capture your attention. They create a connection. They simplify complex ideas. You wondered what's on Paul's mind? Well, that's on what's on Paul's mind today. I'll try to come up with some more metaphors, and if you can think of any good metaphors to share with me, I'd love to see them in your comments. That's what's on Paul's mind.